Hey guys, Shady here. So we actually now have full confirmation on the platforms for both Persona 3 Reload and Metaphor ReFantasy. So it seems as if Metaphor ReFantasy will be coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, as well as the Xbox systems, Steam and Windows, which is really cool. Yeah, I thought we may actually get a PS4 version. I think, like I said in the previous video, just because it wasn't coming to Xbox One didn't mean that we wouldn't get a PS4 version, because obviously, PS4, mainly Japan, is still very successful anyway, in terms of software sales and everything, and it's still like, what, the third best-selling console of all time, so, it only makes sense to have it on there. And yeah, it's going to be a great game, I think. But anyway, next up, Persona 3 Reload. Yeah, so it appears as if there's not going to actually be a Switch version, which is kind of surprising. To me, it looked like a game that probably could run on Switch. But yeah, it isn't. Because obviously, as we know, it's coming to Xbox systems, PlayStation systems, and PC, and Windows and Steam, both versions, obviously. But some people seem to think that the Switch version could still be announced, because obviously when the Persona 25th, the ports were announced for 3, 4, and 5. Nintendo actually announced them themselves at their own separate event. So I guess, if they have a direct anytime soon, which probably is going to happen, I would imagine, they'll probably announce it then. They'll rather do it themselves, I guess. Yeah, but we're going to have to wait on that, obviously. Yeah, but I think obviously both games will be great anyway. It's just unfortunate for those Switch owners, I think. Obviously Metaphor, I think, yeah, that definitely looks like it's probably too advanced for the Switch hardware. And, it's important to, have a stronger base hardware for a game like that, I think, because you're either going to have to do two things when you're targeting the Switch. You're either going to have that be the base platform, which is going to obviously restrict the game and what you can do in terms of features and stuff. But obviously that means that the stronger systems will be able to run it easier, or you're going to have to port it down from a more powerful thing, and that's when you get a game that just probably doesn't run very well and isn't too great. We've seen tons of examples of this, haven't we, really? I guess the good examples, there was that game, what was it called? Mortal Shells or something. I don't know if you guys played that version on the Switch, but oh my god, it was a terrible port. Like, it's like N64 fucking, like, graphics or something. Not graphics, frame rate, it's in the teens at times. It shouldn't have been ported to that system. And then obviously you get the opposite, what was that one? That Square Enix game, the likes of Triangle Strategy and Live Alive and all those ones where they targeted that weaker hardware first and foremost, or like mobile class hardware, so. But yeah, I don't know what point I'm making with that anyway, but hopefully Persona 3 will get a Switch version. We'll find out at a later date. Yeah, but I mean, it's not the end of the world, obviously, and more than likely Nintendo are probably going to be releasing another system soon anyway, so it could just be maybe that it could be a launch title for that. That's a lot of ifs and buts and speculation on my part, obviously, but we are 6 years into the Switch at this point, so it wouldn't surprise me if next year we do get the new model and these games could possibly be worked on for that system. So because obviously there were certain games like the likes of Sky 5 and a couple other ones early on the Switch that skipped the Wii U. Obviously the Wii U wasn't as successful, so it's maybe a false equivalency, but yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that could even be the case, really. But anyway, that's the end of this little update. Hopefully we get to find out more news soon. yeah, and I'm just really looking forward to these games. And yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day anyway. Thanks for listening.